Before the show, we've got a sponsor, a game that has an endless amount of content, from PvP to PvE, and it's constantly adding new challenges and characters, like the Asgardians Loki and Thor, and even characters from the dark world of Alice in Wonderland. Have you guessed the game? No? Well, use the link in the description to download it and get the best start possible with our exclusive code RAIDPC2. That's right, join millions of players on Raid today. Would you look
What's
at
that?
that? We got a hat. Isn't that cool? Hey, welcome to Death Battle Cast. We got a weird one today. Apparently, Liam over there is just like not excited for this. Are you okay, Liam?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
Cool. Starting off with some great energy here. Hey, it's me, Ben, joined by Chad, of course. And then we've got a mysterious hidden figure. Who we got here?
Well, Schwan, we meet again.
I want to be clear to everyone.
God.
I thought about doing like a cosplay thing to match Billy's cosplay thing. I'm not allowed to do that for Richtofen. I think
Why is
for
that?
obvious
I can't
reasons.
imagine why.
Yeah.
I thought about it. I couldn't. I'm
Banned?
not allowed. I was not going to. So keep that in mind.
Okay. Well, this will be interesting. But yes,
I mean,
Billy
you-
is joining us for
You got
our
the blonde hair right now. We can picture it.
No, I look like what he is. I very much do.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So
Gilded,
this.
for gifting out 5.
Thank you. So today's matchup that we are discussing is based on a pitch, actually. Very interesting pitch that you look at these characters and you think, oh yeah, they're kind of silly and wacky, and one of them may be an evil motherfucker. And sometimes
just one.
I'm not entirely
Maybe.
sure
We'll
how
get
it
into
all
it. We'll get into it.
yeah lines up. We'll get
Yeah.
we'll get into the shenanigans that is Call of Duty Zombies lore, because apparently there is a lot of it, which is crazy. That's nonsense to me.
So much.
Why? But also
Proper enough.
bringing in the medic from Team Fortress 2, because of course. This just seems like such a ridiculous matchup, so I imagine we're gonna have a lot to talk about. But hey, if this is your first time watching Death Battle Cast, we do this live every Tuesday at noon Central Time, and we debate on who should win in a death battle. And at the end of the show, you guys get to vote
decide
live who will win. Excited to jump into this, and yeah, we are doing the medic versus, what is the name? Richtofen?
Richtofen. Eddie. That's his third version that I did not research. Not because
So
I
not
didn't
Eddie,
want to,
but
just because there's
Richtofen.
not. Yeah, Edward.
There's only so
Edward
much time in the
Richtofen.
day.
There's only so many Eddies we can.
Do you
we can
know
look
who
into
I
in a day.
am?
Oh boy!
yeah.
Oh boy! Okay.
Vamulator says, Billiam, nice to see you again.
Why, thank you.
That's our
I'm
fusion.
glad to be back. Billiam. Billiam.
Billiam.
Too white. Ah!
Love it. If you guys have not seen the latest Death Battle episode that just aired, you should. Spider-Man versus Deku just came out. Liam here directed it, and Moro was the lead animator for the battle and went crazy with it.
Dude,
Nuts.
As it was originally written with like his like typical animation style, using like puppet 2D animation in mind. And then we were like presenting the script to him and talking about going over it with him, right? You know, like going over like scope and what he wanted to do, what he didn't want to do, etc. And he basically said, I kind of want to do this in 3D. And we were like, okay.
And then he's
And
like,
then he
what
said,
if I
I
make my
kinda wanna
own
make it look
Spider-Verse
like
movie?
Yeah, I kind of want to make it
Like,
like Spider-Verse.
I
We're
started
like,
seeing the
okay.
previews, and I've never
Yeah.
felt like a bigger hack fraud in my life.
Yeah, so
Made
go
the-
check that out if you haven't. We're
Made
very
the
excited
Spider-Man
about
model. He was like, what kind of armor are we doing? And I was like, well, I mean, you could you can get any, it's fine. We'll justify that it's the adamantium somehow. When he was like, no, I can do it. I can make it. So he just made it.
It's crazy. Yeah, we work with some very talented animators is basically what I wanted to say there. Yeah, so go check that out when you have time. We're very proud of it, and we're excited to get into the next episode, which will air in a few weeks, and that is Hulk versus Godzilla. It's finally happening, boys. The big green Goliaths are coming in. One a lot more Goliath than the other, but we'll see how that all pans out. It's gonna be an interesting one. Okay.
Good about that.
As I was about
my
to throw it
camera
over
just
to
died.
Billy, but
See
we'll
what
let
that's
the
about.
Elgato figure
I'm not even
it
kidding.
out.
Right as your camera died, Gray Julius in the chat or the super chat says the medic is a spy. The medic is a spy. Over
He
and
got
over.
me!
You got,
It's
man.
all connected. Billy, are
Yeah.
you okay?
Just give me a sec here.
Billy, are you okay?
All right.
Are
This
you
is-
okay, Billy?
What happens when you don't be on cast for a long time?
And then Gilded asks a question while we're waiting. It says, so is stuff like the Halloween spells or MVM allowed? Is all of Medic's items allowed at least?
Well, I think we'll get
Yeah.
into that now. So while
Okay,
Billy
you
is
have
wrangling his camera, well, I feel like we do need to get Medic first.
Yeah,
like
no,
apparently,
we definitely do. This is gonna take a while.
apparently, COD Zombies gets freaking insane.
I love how this was
So-
great through the preview, and then it's like, nah.
Yeah, and after this, well, Billy, you want to take a moment?
It's
Maybe
not
we
like
can
you
just
dressed
audio
up
only
or
for
anything
this.
to make it the
No.
video really
There we go.
important.
There we go.
There
There we
you
go.
go.
Okay. All right.
Just nobody,
yeah.
nobody breathe.
Except for you, because I'd like Billy. I'd like you to run us through the Medic. Who
All
is
right,
he?
well,
How's he gonna win this?
in the far-off year of 1968, two decrepit brothers have been fighting for more than a century over a useless scrap of land called New Mexico. To this end, they have hired ruthless classes of mercenaries forming the rival teams of the Reds and the Blues for hire murderers that clash without end thanks to the efforts of the medic. Herbert Ludwig, born 1927 in Stuttgart, Germany, may lack compassion for the sick, the injured, the dying. He may be a support class. He may even lack a medical license, depending on who's asking. But he makes up for it with an endless supply of projectile needles, healing devices of his own mad design, able to heal impossible injuries, grant invulnerability, and dare I say, crits. Not even death or the devil himself can stop the medic, for healing is what he does best, even if healing is a side effect, unintended, from the satisfaction of finding out what happens when you cram animal parts into your fellow soldiers. Richtofen will soon be facing the call of defeatee.
Also, I love the path from he doesn't have a medical license, but it doesn't matter because he makes up for it by shooting projectile needles at people. Okay, so you guys know the Medic, right? Everybody here has watched the Team Fortress source filmmaker animations and things like that, right? Like Medic's crazy. He's such an insane, good, lovable goof, fucking people up. So we know the Medic, but I am very curious to get into the enigma that is Edward Richtofen. Okay. You ready? You good?
Richtofen is a warrior who has fought the gods that created the multiverse. He is one of the strongest. He's one of the most brilliant beings in existence, and has engaged in cosmic warfare for years in infinite cycles of death and rebirth.
Hang on. This is the guy.
I'm not
from Call of
making
Duty
any of it up.
Zombies.
Yes. Well,
I thought
Ben,
was he the guy who made the zombies?
I don't know. I took hours. I spent hours researching this fucking lore, and hours after hours, I still never got to the part where they talk about the fucking zombies or why there are fucking zombies. I know about the Apothecons, who are the evil versions of the Keepers, I think, who are the creators of the multiverse, who you fight. They're like Cthulhu beings, and they're above time and space. They fucking use dimensional tiering language. I swear to Christ they do. And you fight them. I got that part, maybe. But I don't know about... Okay, so you said he's the guy. That's wrong. You're fucking wrong, Ben. He is multiple guys. There are
Okay.
multiple versions. There are 2 main versions that you play as. In World at War, you're introduced to.
Hang on. This
Yeah,
is
okay.
this is the side mission. The side like side
Yes,
game mode
Call
in
of Duty
Call of
Zombies.
Duty where you get in a house and a bunch of zombies come at you and you shoot out zombies.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
All this
Yes.
stems from this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
What's hard to
I-
understand about this? I don't get it. It makes perfect sense.
I think that I have proven to both to you and to our audience broadly, and I'm speaking to our audience as well. I think I've proven that I am at least adept at condensing large swaths of information into
Yes,
and
very
then
much so.
regurgitating it in a whole, even with a day's worth of this. This is worse than Bionicles, because at least with Bionicles, I got like what the story was. Right, like I got like
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, these guys are like
Right.
angels and these guys are devils. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, so you said you're wrong. You're wrong. You said that he was a guy and he's 2 guys. So there's Ultimus
Okay.
Richtofen and then there's Primus Richtofen. Ultimus Richtofen is the Nazi. So that's how I think of them. There's the
Okay.
hot one and then there's the National Socialist one. And okay, so the first one that's in World at War that you're introduced to, and he's all the way up until I think Black Ops 4. They overlap though, and they definitely scale because it's made clear that they're the same person. It's actually part of the story that they are very much the same person, but at different circumstances. Okay, so
Okay.
Ultimus Richtofen is the Nazi. He's completely fucking insane. He's a brilliant inventor. He invented time travel with the help of Dr. Maxis. I believe it's Dr. Maxis. He's one of the smartest beings in creation and basically is a Nazi that wants to rule the world, and he's gone completely fucking insane. And I don't know where the zombies come in. I may have created the zombies. I don't know, but
No, we got an answer to that. We got an answer to that.
Yeah.
Chat. Man of Action says the zombies are created by exposure to element 115. The blue rock
115. Yeah.
on some maps sent by the
Okay.
Apothecons. Also, please do
Yes,
this
yes.
matchup.
Yeah, so the element 115
What a-
is an element that
okay.
he studied that drives you insane. It's also like the fuel
I
source.
love
for
how
a bunch
the
of the weapons.
more this goes on, the more it sounds like you're talking about Transformers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is.
Yeah,
It
right.
is.
What is
it
the
is.
Apothecon? Okay, we'll get
Yeah,
The
right.
Apothecons are the Cthulhu creators of the multiverse that went evil. They were trying to destroy everything. So he's
Oh.
brilliant. And he's trying to take over the world, and he is like manipulated and brainwashed the other 3 members of the Ultimate. The Ultimus is the team of 4. That's the American guy, the Japanese guy, and the Russian guy that you play at the playable characters in zombies. And they go on like multiverse spanning adventures, and he's like manipulating them. He's secretly evil. Okay, then there's Primus Richtofen, who's introduced in Black Ops 2. It's like it's an alternate timeline because there's an infinite multiverse, and but it's made very clear that it's the same person. But this guy he's introduced earlier in his life, so he's a veteran of World War I. It is not World War II yet. He has not become a member of the Wehrmacht.
Okay.
So he's good. He's the good one, although he's sort of morally complex. Like he's still in the same way that Ultimus Richtofen like kept information from his team. Primus Richtofen is also doing that because Primus Richtofen discovered the Chronorium, and the Chronorium is
Jesus
a book
Christ.
that contains all information in the multiverse. It gives you like total cosmic awareness, everything that has happened, will happen. He memorized that. That's a feat. I think that's actually the craziest.
He memorized
intelligent-
everything
He
that will
memorized
memorized
it.
everything.
He memorized it. Yes.
Like,
I
now,
feel like
we've
that's
had
probably like
some-
the least crazy sounding thing you're about to get to. That's already fucking insane.
we've had some real interesting feats in our time in Death Battle that make us laugh. Like, oh, they lifted eternity. Like, you know, what does that fucking mean? But he memorized everything. So
That
Um,
can
statement-
happen and will happen.
He's also like teleported through different realities so much that his blood has been supercharged with energy that can destabilize all of reality. And it also gives him
sure, yeah.
protection from reality warping and time manipulation stuff. And I think could explain some of like the superhuman feats that he has, because his blood is literally like chronal disruption, multiverse, cosmic like retcon energy, and he ultimately sacrifices
Sure.
himself to fuel his blood fuels a machine that destroys Alcatraz. Alcatraz is a pocket dimension that is controlled by the Warden, who you also fight, who is a god that is empowered by the Shadow Man to control that pocket dimension. And it's really
Stop
powerful.
with the proper
He uses his
nouns. My
blood
brain is
to destroy
exploding.
you.
Like,
Fuck you.
hang on,
Fuck you.
Alcatraz,
I had to-
Alcatraz
I had
Island
to-
is in itself a pocket dimension.
It's a pocket dimension. Yeah, it's
Like
the
you
island,
walk
but
in
it's-
and you're in another reality.
I think it's more than that. I think it's like the surrounding like water. It's like the island itself and the surrounding water. It's
okay.
It's
Cool.
not just Alcatraz. It's like, I mean, it's not Earth Alcatraz. It's a pocket dimension that resembles Alcatraz, right? That's the idea.
Okay.
And
quick-
yeah, okay.
So the Call of
Nikki-
Duty writers just like really wanted to work on something other than Call of Duty. Is what I'm
Yeah.
getting from this.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
like Warhammer. This is
Nikki in the chat gifted out 50 Death Battle memberships.
oh,
Is that
50?
our friend
Holy
Nikki?
shit.
Or thank you. That was insane. Also, everybody, I've been jotting down all the super chats. We'll get to them when there's time, but I didn't want to interrupt Liam going on this insane tangent.
When there's time to flip it in between the wall of text that's going to have to come out of his mouth just to get us there. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get to Medic in a little bit. I see some people saying some stuff about Medic. Like, there's obviously a lot to talk about with Medic as well, but I feel like nobody was expecting, or at least I wasn't expecting this level of chicanery.
When I agreed to
from
this, I also wasn't expecting,
That's
and then
obvious.
I took a minute to see it, and I regretted my life choices.
So Liam,
Yeah.
please continue.
Okay. Oh yeah. So he's so smart that he has built several of the wonder weapons that he has. The wonder weapons are like insanely busted weapons that used to kill zombies. He's a master of every branch of science. He could build a particle reactor from scrap. Invented time travel, memorized chronorium. He's extremely smart. And you have to talk about both because they're both equally important to the story of COD Zombies. It's not like there's one fake one and one real one. They're both this. It's established. Like I think it's Dr. Monty says like they are the same person. It's just they have different like experiences that shape them into have different personality, but they're the same person at their core. So they do scale to each other. They do fight, I believe, alongside and against each other. So you have to talk about both. You can't just talk about one. Frankly, I would say Primus is the one that we used on the thumbnail because I'm not putting a Nazi on a Death Battle thumbnail. I would probably my vibe is leaning towards Primus, but because he's more of a protagonist, but you could do either as the focus. It's both. And if you're just going to focus on one, then Primus probably has the better arsenal. But I also don't fully know that. I'm just going to combine the two, and we could deal with that if we ever do this as an episode.
But
So I've
thankfully,
seen
they
a few
easily
people-
equally scale, right? That's the key.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, they do scale. They do scale. Yeah, to each
One
other
is
very
just
easily.
more insane than the other, essentially.
Yeah,
Um,
Ultimus is completely irrevocably
Good man.
insane. Primus is just sort of like paranoid because he's also been
So I see
exposed
some
to elements
people
of
in
life.
chat, specifically, especially Liuna, talking about the timeline image. Do you know what that's referencing?
No, I didn't look
Okay.
at it. It's
Okay,
too
well-
much. I can't.
Liuna, is the timeline image that you're referring to, because I looked it up, not a timeline at all. It is like a weird mixture of
Time
dotted lines
orgy.
going all over the place. Is that what
No.
you're referring to? If it is, then I'll send this to Sam. We can get this up because there's some. I looked up Call of Duty Zombies timeline, and on the Call of Duty wiki, I clicked on it, and it sent me to what I think may be the longest web page I have ever seen. The scroll bar, like slider, is like minuscule. What is happening with Call of Duty Zombies?
I guess I should also just interject quickly with why he wins, which is sort of the point of what I was supposed to be doing.
Sure.
No, don't
I'm
do
sorry,
that.
He fucking obliterates the medic. I'm sorry. There's like his arsenal is absolutely fucking massive. It is way more cracked than the medic. He has better stats. He has better high. You want to go with high end scaling? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. He is like a fucking multiversal. He has the summoning key, which contains the energy of creation itself, which rewrites the multiverse and destroys everything. Fuck you. He has a counter for every single thing that the medic has. He just fucking obliterates him. I'm sorry for the blue language, ma'am, but
All right, Sam, I sent you the timeline image if you want to bring that up. Yeah, is this it? Because it's just like a spiral of dotted lines. Like, what am I looking at here? Like, this is a timeline. It's literally like spinning
Oh, cool.
inward. Like, what's going on? I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay.
I just like that
So-
this broke Liam's brain.
so much.
Which is a
It was
feat
too much.
of itself.
So he couldn't
I
handle
stared
holding
into
all
the
information.
crenorium.
Yeah.
I stared into the
Selena, what is
crenorium.
that? It's the timeline.
It's the
That is the
timeline.
timeline, I guess. I don't know how it is. I don't know how it works. It's a timeline.
Michael McCall says, "Yeah, who cares if the medic has unlocked basic immortality? Edward remembered stuff."
Immortality?
Okay.
What about immortality? Okay.
I do want to talk
Let's
about that at
talk
some
about
point.
the medic.
Yeah.
Let's-
Well, let me
Yeah,
let me
let's
ask
talk
you,
about
Liam, how many baboon uteruses has he stuffed into a teammate before? Because I
mean-
bet it's less.
I don't think he's dealt with baboon uteri very much. He
Well,
does a thing
then-
for spleens, but
I don't
not
know how you
uteri.
can say that this is even in any way even. Yeah, I mean it's shown in the medic short. He shoves a baboon's, I believe, a baboon heart into the heavy because a regular human heart
Oh, right.
exposed to the healing beam will just explode. So he grabs the nearest giant heart he can, slaps a device on it, shoves it in the heavy's chest, and of note, breaks the heavy's rib extremely easily. Just throws that away, shoves it in, heals him up, easy peasy. Yeah, he likes to put animal parts in people.
So what I'm hearing though is, without a baboon heart, he has a healing ray that will blow up someone's heart.
will blow up someone's heart,
true.
which
That's true.
It makes it an offensive weapon against regular people if you're
Mhm.
if you're looking at it that way. Yeah,
Do
no.
all
So
the TF2 guys have baboon hearts then? Has he put
it is heavily implied in the short that he has put baboon hearts in everybody. Yes. Yeah, I think. Boy, Liam,
Johann
you pushed me
Stenfeld-
off a cliff.
Sorry, hang on.
Yeah.
Wonderful super chat from Johann Stenfeld. Sorry, I came in quite recently. Can anybody explain to me what everyone is talking about? Because I am lost.
No,
No, I'm sorry. So are we.
that's actually the part that amuses me the most here is that I figured, oh well, at least Team Fortress will have the wacky backstory that is kind of like crazy and outlandish. It's cartoony. It's out there. No,
Yeah.
no, he doesn't even that. It's crazy. It's fun. If you haven't read the comics, I highly recommend them. They're very very.
But
funny.
TF2 is great.
yeah,
TF2 is great.
right.
This is like a thematically very appropriate
Yep.
matchup. It's just
Yeah. Nightly Flare says, "Hello, Kickstarter person here. I wonder how you guys feel if you just use Ultimus Richtofen versus the medic. It's more fair and more thematic."
So that's the
That's
more like
totally
insane
possible.
version, right?
Yes, that's
but
like the evil one.
is there a reason
I
why?
I don't know.
But
if
then,
it's
but then,
more
as you
fair.
noted, Liam, they
Yeah.
kind of still scale, right? So
They still scale, yeah.
it limits
and
maybe items to some degree.
that
which,
maybe like certain like Ultimus wasn't in this game, so he doesn't get these weapons. I don't know though. Like I don't know. I didn't segregate.
Did
their
Ultimus get the
arsenals.
book? Did he also memorize the book? of
Ultimus
possibilities or whatever?
Ultimus is not did not get the book. That's Primus.
Okay.
But Ultimus is as smart as Primus, so he is capable. He's capable of memorizing the
Everything.
chrononium.
Gotcha. Okay, I see what you're
Yeah.
going for. Yeah.
Regardless, I'm not capable of arguing for just one versus
The
the other
refrigerator
because
when he's
I
pulling
I
that
don't
up.
quite know.
Oh, am I getting a lag spike? Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, yeah. It was mentioned by Michael McDonald in the chat that there's a talking severed head in the fridge that he's just keeping alive casually. Yeah, he seems to have conquered death quite a bit, and I'll get into that in a little bit when it's more thematic later on here for the medic specifically. Maybe we should talk weapons though, Liam. I mean, a little bit, right? It's going to be
Okay.
madness on your part, but it's
Yeah.
relatively straightforward with the medic. He has
You go
developed
first.
himself a number of guns, including the healing gun that he uses to heal his teammates with their enhanced hearts. That's able to bring them back from near death. It's also able to overcharge and make them invulnerable for a period of time, as well as himself. There's also an alternate version of that grants critical hits, makes them extremely accurate, able to do extra damage. He's got, I believe, the Blutsauger, which is it regenerates his own health from shooting people with his syringe gun. The overdose, which boosts his speed, so he's got a speed boost option. He's got the Crusader's crossbow that lets him shoot, and the farther away you are, the more damage it does, which is nonsense for a crossbow bolt, essentially. He's also pretty good up close. He's got the Uber Saw, which lets him charge his Uber faster. The Vita Saw lets him keep his Uber when he dies. The Amputator, which gives him quicker regen. The Solemn Vow, which lets him see how damaged his opponent is, which is pretty great for a death battle. And also, I would like to argue that he would get access to the magic spells from the Halloween event, which would give him, like, fireballs. You get orbs.
Wait,
that lets
hang
him
on.
teleport.
Magic spells?
Yeah. So every Halloween, the eyeball socket of the demo man is haunted and will generate an eyeball that tries to kill everybody. So so they have to fight a wizard, and it gives them. They have to fight a wizard, and it gives him the ability to call down meteors or change the size of his head. Because why not?
I'm like, all right, this is already so ridiculous that it's like, oh, his eye socket is haunted and it spawns an eyeball that tries to kill everybody, and I'm like, all right, that's already ridiculous. And then I would have bet money you were gonna say, and they have to fight that eyeball, but there was the delivery of it. They have to fight a wizard, and then it just fucking killed me. Oh my god. This is
So how about
Can you
that,
imagine
William?
this episode? Like, talking about both of these universes, like, good lord.
I mean, if it broke these guys, like, what chance do Wiz and Boomstick have?
I
of
know, right?
surviving talking about these guys. Okay.
My turn.
Great. Sorry. Was there more?
I mean, I guess a little bit here and there.
Get
I
it
mean, he's
out.
got other weapons, but it's like stuff that gives him resistances to knockback and slowdowns and bullets and fire. I guess now's the time to bring up that you can't really kill him directly, because in the comic book, he is shot in the head by the classic Team Fortress Heavy from the original game, and he dies.
Wait.
Whereupon
There are multiple heavies. Okay.
yes,
Anyway,
so
sorry.
at one point they introduced the classic characters as like a little nod to the old game.
Oh, Team Fortress. Got it.
Right, and they have analogs in the current game. So he dies and is sent to hell because in the past he's made a deal with the devil that I don't think it's even established what it was for, but he made a deal with the devil, and the devil's like, "Hey, well, good news, you're here. Let's just sign this contract." At which point he reveals that he has surgically removed the souls of his teammates and implanted them into himself. So the devil owns 1/9 of his soul because he is a collection of souls, and the other souls rule. No, we're going to heaven. So he's able to trick the devil into letting him come back by giving him one extra soul, and the temptation that maybe I'll accept another offer of yours in the future. Maybe you can get all the rest of these, but as long as he's got those other souls still in him, he cannot die. It kind of helps explain why his teammates also can't die. They're soulless.
Their devil is just a member of the board of directors of his. of
Sam,
his
if you've got
souls.
that image someplace, I sent you exactly one
love that
image.
he surgically removed souls.
Yes,
Yeah.
it specifically surgically removed them.
How
it's
else
not
would
just
he do it?
yeah. Well, you can't magically remove souls. That's ridiculous.
Man, the devil's
Incredible.
humongous. Orange Blaster also says Medic has a grappling hook, which will really turn the tide of this match.
I agree, of course.
I have so many super chats to catch up on, y'all.
I think we broke Liam. Or I think,
Yeah.
sorry, Call of Duty Zombies broke Liam.
Yeah.
Is it
But
my
I'm onto
turn?
like
Oh,
I'm onto like
no.
page 3 of super chats we haven't talked about. Like,
Okay.
We wanna
Page
try and
3
catch
of
up right
this
now?
Fucking weapons list.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I know we got to get to Richtofen's weapons. Let's take a quick break from the zaniness and catch up on some super chats. I also want to talk a little bit about some things that are happening with the website and things like that, but we'll do some super chats first.
sure. So Dude Blade X says, why was the hyphen left out at the end? Deku says Spider-Man, not Spider-Man. Deku just met him. He doesn't know how to spell it.
Exactly. Precisely. Good one.
It's also
Lily
very
says
manga,
that's
right?
quick.
Yeah, I love how
If you didn't catch the ending, it's meant to be manga like style, whereas
Yeah.
the beginning is meant to be comic book style or American
Yeah.
comic book.
Lily says, I love how we got 2 East versus Wests in a row. I was like, oh yeah, we did.
Oh.
Key JX says, the next time on Death Battle Match, I got lots of questions, then answers, but that's all I'm gonna say. Go G and go H. So okay, we can say it. It's Hulk versus Godzilla, and it's gonna be really hype. Chase Who Kills says, I cannot express how much I absolutely love this matchup. I've met Robin Atkin Downs, and he signed my bone saw. I was also the guy who made a 1/1 scale replica of Sasha as a gift for Gary Schwartz. That's cool.
Nice.
Oh, awesome.
Leuna says, good luck, Liam, and just explaining the whatever. Chronorium and the summoning key. Which, yep, we've already touched on that a little bit. Squirrels says, Billy almost looks like Eisenberg from Breaking Bad. Heisenberg. Kindrax,
Eisenberg?
Yeah, it was spelled. It was
like a Jesse Eisenberg, like
yes,
as Walter White. That's funny.
Yeah,
That's
right. That's good. Kindrax says, so glad to see Billy back on these. Michael McDowell. Whoops, that is not medicine. Medic for the win. Let's see. El Cato, what in the world is COD Zombies lore? I just remember shooting zombies. Same.
I know, right?
That's like
you don't have to do much with it. It's you shoot zombies.
To be fair, I haven't kept up with the COD games. I don't know what the hell's going on with Black Ops 17 or whatever they're on now.
There's been a
I'm
lot
not
of
sure they know either, based on what I'm hearing.
There's been a lot of them.
Yeah.
I've always heard that the lore for zombies was just absolutely insane, but I was like, I don't care about it. If I'm playing zombies, I'm just like here to.
This stuff is present as early back as Black Ops. Like Black Ops has Samantha, who is like a god that you're trying to free from the MPD. I don't understand
it. Crossover says, fun fact, episode 225 of the show will be on Halloween. Nice. It sure will. Johan says, why is the thumbnail Donkey Kong versus King Kong when this is clearly about something else? Sam, do we have the correct thumbnail, or did they just have a weird casting?
I saw the correct one. That happens sometimes.
This does it all the time.
Yeah.
We need to get you. It shows the old one first, and then it does the new
I put it in the chat. I'm going to speak chat. They can all hear me. Yeah, I already told you that's a caching area on YouTube side. Happens all the time.
Got it. Orange Blaster says, yeah, well, the medic lost his medical license, so take that.
Hey, wait, he lost it just because his patient lost their entire skeleton.
Wait,
that's a minor thing that can happen. Yeah, I mean, it could happen to anybody.
Did Richtofen ever get it? Did Richtofen ever get any sort of license?
Oh,
or doctorate or anything?
Remember, he is a master of every single branch of science that exists.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
But that doesn't sound like a canceled license to me.
It's just true.
Okay. Scud says Ultimus is God complex, Primus is a Messiah complex, and Eddie of Black Ops CW/67 is an unknown, all the same character. Told you it's insane. Yes, my brain. Sarah Forgus, remember how Nick lost his mind researching Blaze Blue? COD Zombies went the same way.
This is a million times worse.
This is Scud says, fun fact, all COD gets basic zombie scaling now. I guess.
That's
all of them.
That's probably
that's Soap McTavish.
Yeah.
Apothecon scaling.
Oh, and then
I feel like those games would have been very different if that was true.
Right? Yeah, I know, right? Like it's like, what are bullets? Like, who gives a shit? The one says Liam's #1 hater here. Sorry, I'm late. Glad you always get that in.
Thanks for getting here.
Yeah,
right.
Aleph Null says it's only the Uber charge that explodes human hearts. Is Medic gonna heal Eddie Ricky for a full minute to get his win con? Is that what Billy's arguing?
Hey, look, all I'm saying is in the short, that beam is just going constantly, nonstop. I know in the game it's only 8 seconds, but come on.
Game mechanics versus what we see, in lore can sometimes be different.
Orange Flash says, on the COD website, your mouse becomes a magnifying glass to give more details. Problem is some of the text is upside down. What is this journey?
Okay.
Because says perks are for COD are the same across all verses. Pin says,
Assistant.
A $20 super chat. Very nice. Thank you. Says, love this matchup and you guys are awesome. Hopefully y'all consider doing this one or any TF2 matchup. Lol. Have a greatest day. I love that. Thank you, Pin.
Okay, thank you.
And then
it's gonna be hard with all this in my head.
Yeah, Johan is, what is this matchup? And that was all the stuff I had jotted down. So there's more since then, and you guys keep going. Good lord.
Yeah.
Here's
so go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go for it.
Okay. So there's a few more super chats to get to, but we don't necessarily want to, step away from the discussion for too long. And I also want to talk a little bit about a couple things that are happening with the channel and website. So if you have not seen it yet, we have some new merch on the website. There is a new dummy T-shirt. We have basically our summer line, as well as this new hat, which is awesome. I really like the hat. We got a bunch of stuff on the website, new merch. So go check that out if you haven't. That's at deathbattle.gg. We're very excited. I know we've said this a bunch of times, but we're very excited to not just have ownership over Death Battle, but also essentially have full control over like when and how merch is dropped and what it looks like and everything. Yeah, we've got some crazy ideas for upcoming merch. So go ahead and check that out if you have not. At
Hence the dummy thick tee.
Yeah, that's one of them. Second, let's see. Oh, reminder. I saw a couple people getting memberships in the chat. Thank you if you weren't a member and you are getting a membership for the first time. We really appreciate it. Just a heads up, that base form membership tier is going away at the end of this month. That's the $3 tier. If you have not seen it yet, we did make a post in the community tab, the post tab, whatever it's called on the YouTube channel now, explaining why. But that will be happening in what is that 2 weeks from now? No, it's a little over a week from now is the day. So July 31st, the base form tier is going away. If you do not upgrade to a different tier before then, as far as I'm aware, it will you'll lose your like badge and whatnot for being a member. I don't know. There could be some
trying to give you plenty of time.
Yeah. There could be some tricky things with how YouTube handles it because we've never done this kind of thing before, so we'll see. But that tier just has to go away. So that is happening at the end of this month. Just a heads up. We really do appreciate everybody who has been a base form member. We don't want to remove it, but we just kind of have to. It makes sense to do so. So just a heads up. And then last big thing I wanted to mention was next week. Oh my God. We have some crazy stuff going on next week in terms of live events. So next week, we got our fireside chat. Next week, we're doing Ballot Banter live on Wednesdays, as we usually do. And on Tuesdays, fireside chat on Thursday, Ballot Banter on Wednesday. And on Tuesday of next week, I'm going backwards. On Tuesday of next week, when we do our Death Battle cast, we are doing a mega cast. As in, we are going to be doing what is probably going to be a 3-hour live stream talking about pitches and a bunch of matchups that you guys wanted us to talk about after the Kickstarter. There are so many that we need to talk about from these pitches that we were just like we need to do something to like some like big show revolving around them. So that is happening next week. So it will start at the normal time of that Death Podcast usually airs, which is noon Central Time on Tuesday. But then we are going for potentially 3 hours. We will be having people coming in and out of the show. Chad and I will be there the whole time, I believe, but we'll have some people coming in and out of the show, representing different characters. I believe Liam's going to be there the whole time too. So, sorry, Liam, you're stuck.
I just saw DJ saying pray for me, chat, and yeah.
Talking about
Yeah,
he's like, man, I have work. It's like, well, it'll still be a VOD too, so like you'll still be able to watch it.
Yes. Yeah. So, it will still be available as always when we finish Death Podcast. They do eventually go up on the YouTube channel as a VOD. You can find them under the live tab on the Death Battle channel. But yeah, next week, 3-hour-long mega cast, same time as usual, ending on a very different time. It does mean that we probably won't be able to do a champion cast next week because, I mean, we're just gonna be dead, right? So
That is the champion cast.
yeah, but it's gonna be a super cast, so it'll be very fun. Yeah, so. Just a heads up,
We
that's
got
happening next
all
week.
sorts of stuff to talk about.
It's gonna be
a ride.
crazy.
Also, Gilded says me gifting subs knowing damn well the tier goes away in 9-ish days. Thank you, Gilded.
Not to like interject, but I do have a lot to talk about.
Yes, let's get to it. Let's get
real
to
quick.
it.
Helton brought up in a super chat that there's an element called Australians because I get bullshit shit too. That lets them reverse death and prolong people's lives, and that gives a great deal of like additional revival and stuff coming from the Man versus Machine update. So I've got bullshit names too, Liam. There you go.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well, and of course, Jason Bonds, just to get us back into the swing of things, Jason Bonds has to bring up that there's all this shit in lore, and fans are apparently complaining that Nicki Minaj is in the game, and that's what ruins the realism of it. Cool. Also, is Nicki Minaj like an eldritch being in God Zombies?
Yeah, right. What does this put her?
I'm so sorry. I have to begin. We're gonna run.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Back into it.
Okay.
Go, Liam. What are we
So
talking
obviously in COD Zombies, you have every type of
Hang
handgun,
on.
submachine.
Sorry, I have to interrupt you because Dude Blade X just said in chat, with the super chat, Ben, $100 super chat right now if you talk about mine. I just did. You got to do it now, Dude Blade X.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I just saw that and I was like, well, I got to
talk about mine. You're what? Or you just wanted to interrupt Liam because you know it drives him fucking crazy when he's about to get going and then we stop him.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. Well, obviously in Call of Duty Zombies, you get every weapon that's in the game. You have handguns, submachine guns, light machine guns, assault rifles, sniper rifles, shotguns, rocket launchers, grenades, and turrets. You also get the 1-inch punch, which is not a physical weapon, but it's like a power-up where you can punch any zombie to pieces with a single hit. You can send them flying. So you just do like that. You get the ray gun, which vaporizes zombies. You get the Wunderwaffe DG2, which does the thing where it like shocks one zombie and then it spreads the electricity across to like the entire crowd of zombies. You get the monkey bomb, which is a little clapping monkey thing that you throw out and it explodes and it chases you. There's the thunder gun, the winter howl, which shoot wind and freeze. There are 3 types of weapons that he has that create black holes, and these are described as spatial singularities. So there's the Gersh device, there's the Apothecon Servant, and there's the GKZ-45 Mark III. All of these create black holes that will suck you up. They last for like a limited amount of time, so they, obviously they're not going to destroy the universe, but they last for a limited amount of time. They kill all the zombies, suck everything into it. There's the Shrink Ray, also known as the Baby Maker, because it shrinks you to a little size with a big head, and then you can like punch. Yeah, you're like waddling around and you kick them. Right. There's the wave gun / zap gun, which shoots out beams of radiation that instantly fry your insides, causing you to vomit blood and then inflate like a balloon and explode. There's the staff.
I'm so sorry to pause you, but Dude Blade did drop the $100 super chat and then says Azula Cyclonus for the win.
So they were talking about
thank you, Dude Blade.
Yeah, Cyclonus from Stormhawks, right? I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Yeah, that was a pitch.
Continue. Vomiting blood and exploding. This is where you were.
There's the staff. No, I know where I am. There's the staff of fire, ice, wind, and electricity, all of which can nuke the map. The staff of fire created a massive wave of fire that destroyed and reaped the souls of every being in the pocket dimension of Alcatraz. Sam, could you bring up the image that I sent you? So there's something called the G Strike beacon, and I just thought how funny that name is just now. But it does not strike any G-related thing. It is so at one point in one of the maps, you gain control of a giant robot, and the giant robot is the size of a like skyscraper. And the G-Strike beacon is where you summon, you control the robot to shoot an orbital strike, like a fucking laser beam at a specific area. So it's like the in Call of Duty, you put the beacon down and they drop like the bombs. Right. It's that, but with a giant fucking robot laser. As a side note,
Transformers.
As a side note, with the golden helmet, you can actually survive being stepped on by one of those things. You can survive it. The speed at which and the mass of the robot and the speed at which it steps, which is very, very fast, that would be about a kiloton worth of TNT that you can survive with the golden helmet. There's the helmet. There's KT, yeah, you bonk. There's KT4, which summons spores that like fill your insides. There's spider bait, which you get like wrapped up in a cocoon, and then you control spiders to like run around and like splat people. There's the Gauntlet of Siegfried, which you get a tiny little dragon on your arm that like shoots fire at enemies. There's also the Dragon Strike. Hear that word strike. because unlike the laser beams, you summon a giant dragon that just burns the battlefield. You are immune to this somehow. You get the acid gat and the magma mat, which shoots out acid or magma. You get the overkill, which is a submachine gun that has, at level 1, it has infinite ammo. At level 2, it gains a grenade launcher. And at level 3, you can throw the overkill, and it will explode like a tactical nuke, destroying everybody in the arena. You have the Path of Sorrows, which is a katana that turns you invisible, so you can stealth people and kill them. There's the Ragnarok DG5, which summons a force field around you of electricity that instantly kills any enemy that touches it. Billy, you mentioned those that he has extra souls in him. Too fucking bad. It doesn't matter because he has the spectral. Richtofen has the spectral shield, which shoots out a beam that sucks up the souls of anybody it touches, and it can easily do that to crowds of enemies. So those 8 or 9 souls are gone instantly.
I was very much hoping that the morass of information you had to get there was going to stop you.
Would inhibit me. There's also perks. There are so many fucking perks. There's Quick Revive, which the most notable one I wrote down is Quick Revive, which instantly heals you when you from a down state. There's things that boost all of your stats that make you better in every single way. You can teleport with some of them. There's also Gobblegum and Elixirs, which are just essentially the same as perks that you gain. There's Dead of Nuclear Winter, which spawns a nuke power-up, which blows up everybody in the arena. There's Killjoy, which insta-kills everybody in the arena. I don't know what the difference is. There's talking about regeneration, which regens your health. There's Turned, which mind controls people. There's Dying Wish, which gives you when you're killed, it instantly revives you. Like killed, it instantly revives you and gives you invulnerability and a power up for a limited amount of time. There's Killing Time, which stops time for like 20 seconds. There's Fear in the Headlights or something. Deer in the Headlights, Fear in the Headlights, I forget. Which just pauses you in place, which would be an excellent counter to the Ubercharged invincibility, because that lasts like 8 seconds, and this lasts like, I think it's at 2 minutes or something fucking crazy like that. There's also Perkaholic, which gives you every single perk in the game at the same time, which is so much. Then, of course, there is the Chronorium, which gives you all of the information in the multiverse as well as everything that's going to happen. So you could literally read what's going to happen in the fight. There's also the Summoning Key, which is his most powerful weapon. It is an artifact that was created at the dawn of time, which contains the power of the multiverse and all of creation in it, that is eventually used to save the multiverse and also destroy it. And it can shoot out like beams of like literally like multiversal energy, and also like stop you and freeze you in midair and like control you telekinetically, which would just instantly like shut down the medic. And that's not everything. I could go to the Versus Battles wiki to read more, but I think that gives you an idea of what he has.
I'm just
You could have
enjoying
saved
watching
time and told us what he doesn't have.
Yes,
just watching Chan shrink in his screen.
Oh my god. I need a drink. What the hell is this?
Yeah, the one says you
Um,
might have to factory reset Liam after this. I feel like we've all just been factory
Yeah.
reset.
Yeah.
I didn't
this
even
is
get everything.
insane.
Juggernog powers you up.
I mean, how
People,
could
you?
you?
Can mention in the chat. Like, you can
Yeah.
mention in the chat the ones that I missed. Like, I'm sure there's important ones that I just skipped over because I was writing. I couldn't get all of them. I have fucking infinite amount of time.
Wow. Okay.
So here's the
What
thing.
do we even-
I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat being like, "You guys have to do this one now. You have to do this. Have to do this." Is this one of those episodes that's just like, we know the result, but like diving into
Wait,
all the lore and figuring it out is so fun. It's worth it, even though we're pretty sure. I mean, we might.
Do
find
we
stuff
know
for
the result? Hang on. Maybe we're gonna do a
Yeah.
preemptive poll here. But like, Billy, how are you feeling about this as a matchup? Like in the medic coming in.
I mean,
does this sound like something medic can actually stand up against?
Sure, yeah, definitely. I believe this would be very fun to watch. But it's very lopsided. But I think the interest in it, the humor in it, is seeing how much it is, because you wouldn't think it's going to go to the direction it does.
Richtofen is crazy
Sure.
to cover.
Right.
Like, Richtofen feels like a character like we need to cover in Death Battle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ghost even says,
okay.
"I feel like the Doctor from Doctor Who may be
I
a
know.
better match."
Somebody said Sora, and I went, I get it. He's like Nazi Sora.
Well, that's a thing.
Okay, I will say in our original pitch that we had, kind of the pitch of it was to, based on our notes here, to create a fight that has like gory, chaotic, comedic moments, death-defying characters with alternate Richtofens coming through like portals endgame style, a death battle where the characters are constantly dying and coming back, which does lead me to ask,
Like zombies.
can the medic die?
Yeah, I mean, he's shot in the head and returns completely fine moments later because of the deal with the devil. So he's able to at least recover from that.
It's just
I
the
suppose-
So I
ghost
guess my
shield would
question
eventually
here
counter
is
that.
like, does this turn into a battle where like the medic thinks he's crazy and then this guy shows up who's got way more insane shit, but neither of them can die, so it just turns into the medic trying to one up this insane person from other dimensions. Like,
Mhm.
is that
So,
what this is? Is that what this
Well-
battle is?
I do have a question for Liam. Like,
Yeah.
he has all of this insane
Yeah.
stuff, but like, I don't think I heard. Did he have like I guess he
Stats,
did, like,
right?
durability feat? He's like walking through
I
the
can-
fire.
Yeah,
I
I
can
guess if
mention
the
a couple
medic
of stats.
shoots Richtofen himself, what happens?
Like, can he die?
Yeah. Okay. So Richtofen, there is a form of invulnerability that he has that he's when he's in those like Alcatraz and those other dimensions, like he is there. Those are dimensions where he comes back to life constantly. But let's take him out of that. He can be shot in the head. He can be shot in the head. He will die. But he does have some pretty insane like durability feats. It's one of those things where it's like you can survive a nuke, but also you can get shot in the head and it's fine.
Right. Yeah.
He was at the epicenter of a blast that destroyed Nuketown. It was about 5 tons of TNT. With the helmet, he survived being stepped on by that giant robot. It was like 1.1 kilotons of TNT. He was able to survive attacks from the Warden of Alcatraz, who's literally like controls the entire pocket dimension of Alcatraz, and is capable of destroying it. He can dodge gunfire. He can dodge sniper fire. He can dodge lightning.
I will say
from the
this is something the
Avogadro.
medic is not completely outclassed in. The medic has subsonic reaction speed. He can dodge bullets and stuff
Yeah.
as well.
Okay.
He's also got pretty good vulnerability. He can tank explosions like the scout and the heavy can. Not as much as the heavy, obviously, but he can take explosions and stuff like that. He also has some degree of scaling to Saxton Hale, the Australian man who's got a degree of toon force and fourth wall awareness. And that guy beat a Yeti that's claimed to be the strongest thing on Earth. So, why not?
There you go. Orange was saying that earlier to bring up the Saxton Hale.
Yeah,
scale.
Saxton Hale.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he doesn't scale 1-to-1 because no one's as strong as an Australian man. So, what are you gonna do there? But
It's also worth mentioning that
Okay.
Richtofen has several forms of like coming back to life, like in the form of perks and invulnerability. And he also, Ultimus Richtofen gets turned into a zombie who is undead, and cannot, and he could be die if his brain is destroyed, but he also gets command of like a zombie army, as well, that he uses as like meat shields. So,
Sure.
yeah.
So, all right. So at the end of the day, pairing them up against each other in a fist fight or whatever, there's an element of an argument of a debate there. But then we bring in all the crazy shenanigans from COD Zombies, the weapons and the dragons
Like,
and things like that.
how do you quantify the fact that he
creates a
fights
very-
Apothicons?
Right. It creates a very like a higher scale fight that
Yeah.
frankly neither of these characters have any business being a part of.
Yeah.
So that's very fun, and how the medic reacts to all that could be really interesting to explore.
Right.
And frankly, even though Richtofen has all of this stuff that he could potentially like summon, it sounds like it doesn't necessarily mean he can control it all or be like completely like in control of the fight with all of the shit happening around them. So it doesn't necessarily, I think, just based on what we've been talking about, mean that it's just, a one-sided stomp or whatever. It depends on how all of this gets implemented. But it could also be, I don't know. There's also like a bunch of different Richtofens running around. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
Right.
Clearly, there's some crazy shit going on with the COD Zombies that we would have to dive into.
He fights Celestials.
and really analyze.
I mean, at the end of the day, the medic's
but-
biggest disadvantage in this is that he is designed as a support class, of which the
Right.
game is kind of based around. He was the first major update. The game is kind of about him being the thing that makes your team work, right? But one-on-one.
So is this a Richtofen versus the entire Team Fortress crew led by the medic? Is that what this
Yeah, right.
actually is?
He's like, stop this unkillable god. Like,
Man.
Crossover says this is Omni-Man versus Homelander, but we like Homelander.
Oh no. Okay, so I'm gonna put the poll up. So you guys, everybody watching this live right now can get your votes in. Chad, who are you thinking?
Just remember,
Like-
baboon uterus.
As much as I love you, Billy. Yeah, I don't think the medic stands.
All right,
a
I'll go
chance.
get him ready. Don't worry.
Yeah, no,
I'm coming.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of on the same boat right now. But again, that does come down to, I think, the question of control, whether or not Richtofen can actually control all this in the fight, or bringing in all these elements will ultimately end up backfiring in some way on him. Because I feel like that seems, I know we didn't really cover whether or not it does, but it really thematically to me seems like that's kind of what's happening here, especially if one of them does end up getting zombified, right? So I feel like there's something more going on there that would potentially throw a wrench into Richtofen winning the death battle. But at the moment, it really feels like COD Zombies is just so much that the medic is not prepared for. And neither are we. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. All right, I'll be wrapping up the poll in just a minute, but just a quick reminder, if you did not hear before, the base tier membership for the Death Battle YouTube channel is going away at the end of this month. So if you are not a Planet or Galaxy member at the end of July 31st, your membership will end. Just a heads up. Also, next week we have a bunch of different live streams going on. On Tuesday, we will be doing a mega cast. It will be the same time, or we'll start at the same time as Death Battle Cast, noon Central Time. We'll be doing Death Battle Cast, but it's going to be like a 3+ hour long cast as we talk about multiple matchups. It's going to be a big one. Then the following day, we do Ballot Banter live as we typically do. We're doing it tomorrow as well. And then the next Thursday, next week's Thursday, we will have a fireside chat, which if you haven't been to one of our fireside chat live streams before, it's basically just us hanging out with you guys, with the members, and chatting for an hour. So that's all happening next week. Big live stream week. I hope we're ready for it. Okay, let's see.
I have so many super chats.
that
There's
most
no
recent
way
one,
we're going to be able to get through all of them.
Abuse me.
We really do appreciate the super chats, but at a certain point, it's just like we only got so much time in the show.
I know.
I will say, oh, hang on, let me see if I can end this at the right moment. Where'd it go? YouTube, where's the poll? 69% of the vote.
That's way too low. I'm sorry.
Nobody's saying it. Okay. Richtofen wins.
TF2.
Oh my god. Yeah, Austin mentions Brandon Yates did a commission on this called The Hypocrite's Oath.
It's really good if you
which
haven't
is
listened to
great.
it.
Oh, that's
go look
great.
it up.
Such a good name
that's
for
so
it.
funny. That's so funny.
That's such a good name for it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow.
How are you
what
doing,
a
Liam?
fucking...
How are you? Like,
Take a breath. Take a breath.
like,
I really want to do Richtofen. And I think
Now?
the medic is great because I love TF2. I think this is like a great one to do. Just like I fear that thing. It scares me. Of Richtofen.
The fact that it devolves into madness so quickly
Right.
is very
Yeah,
very fun.
I don't know. I genuinely, as I was reading it, I didn't know where to I didn't know how to tell the story of. I didn't know where to hook. Like I was thinking about how am I going to describe this, and I just don't know. I don't know what the story is. I don't know where it begins and ends. It's so much.
and
It's
the
really
proper noun hole is very deep.
Yeah,
It's like,
I've never encountered something like that where I couldn't immediately grasp what is the story. It's just crazy.
Big shout out
Just,
to Chase for reminding me that the baboon uterus thing really fits for Bananuary.
yes.
There was a super chat. I'm missing who mentioned it. That was wondering if maybe because he uses baboons parts. Oh, here it is from Chase. seems like, or no, yeah, seems like we have a new matchup for Bananuary or April. And then somebody else also mentioned Orange. Talking about baboons and the new Donkey Kong release, maybe the real matchup is Medic versus the Kongs.
Where's he
Kongs
getting the
take
parts?
yeah, exactly. Are there any baboons in Donkey Kong? I don't think so, right? Is Cranky
like a
Kong a
Maybe
baboon?
maybe one of the bosses
Yeah.
from Jungle Beat.
Oh,
or
probably.
Conda.
Yeah. Probably
Yeah.
one of them
Yeah.
is based on. I also saw Thor's super chat saying, listening to this while at the zoo right now, what Medic has done to animals hits different when you're looking at them in the face.
Oh, dude.
Fuck. It's true. What
Yeah, and
Ouija
there's so many
games?
other super chats that we unfortunately can't get to at the moment. Thank you so much to everybody who did do a super chat or supported us through the XP thing that YouTube has, which we activated. We still don't really know how it works. Apparently the Dude Blade X's $100 super chat put him at the top with 5,000 experience points. Cool. You win. I
Well, yeah, we
guess.
don't-
I don't know what you win, but you win.
Yeah. Also, we had a bigger super chat from Johan. He said the next Chuck Norris for Sega to Sanshiro. So yeah, it feels
Kind of sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah, thanks
Okay,
y'all.
so yeah, we're gonna jump over to Champion Cast now. If you are a member of the channel, stick around. You will be automatically moved into our members only live stream that we do after every Death Battle cast. I believe today we're gonna be talking Superman. So I actually don't know if Billy
Yeah.
and Chad, if you guys have seen the movie. If not, you may
Nope.
want to duck out.
You wanna duck
But
out?
Spoilers don't
I
bother
think
me.
we're gonna talk about some Superman spoilers because that movie is fascinating to me.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to talk about it. All right, thank you all so much for tuning in for another Death Battle cast. Again, we got a crazy week coming up next week, but we also have Ballot Banter Live happening tomorrow. So go ahead and get ready for that. And again, if you have not seen Spider-Man vs. Deku, it's out right now. You can go watch it right after this. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Bye.